Hey everyone, okay, so today we're going to be talking the age-old question of why your makeup just doesn't last, no matter what you do, no matter how much powder you use, no matter how much long wear foundations and setting sprays. So we're going to talk you through it. But while we do it, I'm going to do my morning routine before we put on something on our face. So first thing I'm going to do is just apply a toner. And a toner is a nice way in the morning of adding in some antioxidants, some skin repairing agents. It's just a nice lightweight way of just taking a little bit of extra care of one's skin. And I think we all want there to be this magic ingredient, this magic powder, this magic product that's going to hold everything in place, but we just don't find it. Next thing I'm going to do is exfoliate the skin. So I'm using a toner-like exfoliant because they just feel a bit better on my skin. I like to bring it onto my neck. And when you're kind of prepping the skin in the morning, you know, it's a good idea to prep because then everything goes on smoother, right? So I'm going to, nearly dropped that. I'm going to apply my eye cream and I'm going to just pop that on. And I'm going to apply that around the eye area. Lovely, so that we get a nice smooth finish on our concealer. Next thing I'm going to do is apply moisturizer. So I'm going to apply just a pump, not too much. I'm just going to work that in because when you've got these layers, what's happening is that the makeup gets to slip over it really, really beautifully. So you don't get any of that cakiness that can happen when the skin's a bit dry and it can catch and all of that kind of stuff. So the last thing I'm going to do before sunscreen is just apply a couple of drops of a serum. And this really is just to act as that final step of being able to protect the skin, adding all of those beneficial ingredients in, those anti-aging ingredients. And my skin, obviously, at this moment, it feels like silk. Next, we're going to apply our sunscreen because we have to. Sunscreen is applied at 1.5 mils of product. It's a lot of product, and you need to apply it just to your face and ears. For this amount, you'll need another 1.25 mils for your neck, and you need to apply this everywhere, including your eyelids, your earlobes, everywhere. It's going to take about an hour and a half to sink in, so we'll speed this up. One of the reasons I usually use a clear sunscreen is because of the beard issues with it going into the beard, making it look whiter than it already is. Okay, and to finish off our final step, I'm actually going to use a primer. This is just going to help to lock in everything that I've just used. And I'm using a primer that has an SPF of 30 in it. So I'm not actually degrading the sunscreen that I just used. And then once all this is done and everything is absorbed, you will hopefully understand that this is the number one reason makeup doesn't last, is the absolute excess amount of skincare products that we use throughout the day. Not to mention the incompatibility of all of those ingredients. So I use the toner, an exfoliant, I use a serum, a moisturizer, a sunscreen, an eye cream, and a primer. And I cannot begin to tell you how many people do similar routines every morning. And now this isn't an issue for a lot of people with drier skin, but for those with normal skin, you're creating an oily skin. And for those with oily skins, you stand little chance. And I think that our fascination with skincare during the day is that we fear we're missing out. That if we don't apply those toners and serums and all that kind of stuff, our vitamin C's and all of that stuff, that we're missing out and that our skin is going to be negatively impacted. The only thing that we really need to be concerned about in the day is sunscreen. And because it takes so much sunscreen to cover the skin correctly, so you're getting that actual amount of product, you mainly don't need anything else. Most sunscreens now contain beneficial ingredients, cell communicating ingredients, antioxidants, barrier repair agents, that they are skincare in themselves. And we don't need to use serums and toners and lotions and moisturizers unless our skin is really, really dry. If you pare back on your skincare routine in the morning to just the necessities, just the sunscreen. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the monitor and there's a really bright light on my face, so I'm probably gonna freak out in post, but never mind. But if you can just pare back on your skincare routine, you will find that your skincare, your makeup lasts longer, a lot longer, because while I was doing this video before, I was watching other YouTubers go through their daytime routine. There are so many products, and there is no way that products can last on your skin. The maintenance that you're going to have to be doing throughout the day in order to maintain the makeup look is just going to be extreme, because your body is pumping out so much oil. You've got so much product on your face. If we can pare back, I promise, it can make a massive difference in longevity. If you have oily skin in the daytime, you do not need a moisturizer. You don't need a toner. If your sunscreen has beneficial ingredients in it, which probably does, you're protecting your skin. You can then go on with your foundation. The issue with sunscreen is that you need so much of it that in itself is an oily mess on a lot of people, myself included, but you can't go without it. So you make do with it. But by adding all those other steps in prior to it, you're creating more and more problems. And oftentimes you're mixing incompatible ingredients. So you're mixing a water-based serum with an oil-based moisturizer, and oil and water don't mix. They slide, and your makeup slides too. So there you go. That is the #1 tip to stop your makeup from just sliding all off your face all day long. Just stop using all your skincare. Use your sunscreen. That is it. Let me know what your tips are on saving yourself from being an oily mess, or let me know what your skincare morning tips are if you're like me. You like to keep it very, very pared down, which I do. I really, really do. Let me know right down there, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.